Hello everyone, welcome back to today's episode where we will be sharing with you our favorite ngoh hiang recipe.
It's not ngoh hiang lah.
Then it's what?
It's called hei zhou. It's hei zhou, okay? Never mind.
Here are the ingredients you'll need for the filling. Minced pork. Mom usually gets the butcher to mince up the uhuaro, which is pork belly. Shrimps. One of the main ingredients of hei zhou. We'll be splitting it into 3 portions. 1/3 will be chopped into bigger chunks for texture, while the rest will be finely minced. Here's Mom preparing the shrimps. Take note of the rough size for the chopped portion and observe how she minces the rest. She first flattens the shrimp using the flat side of the knife before going in with a rough chop. This step is rather messy, so wear an apron if you don't want to get yourself dirty. We also will need eggs, light soy sauce, oyster sauce, 5-spice powder, saltfish powder, and Chinese parsley. You just need to roughly chop the parsley up. It does not need to be too fine. We will also need corn flour and water chestnuts. For the chestnuts, dice them up into little cubes, but not too small, so that you still get that signature crunch in every bite. In a large bowl or tray, you may start to add in all your ingredients. After adding in the eggs, you may begin to mix the batter. Once you have mixed the prawn, eggs as well as the minced meat, you may then add in the sauces as well as the spices and water chestnut. Once you've gotten all the ingredients in, it's time to mix it well. After mixing all the ingredients together, you may then add in the parsley. One super important tip from Mom is that the consistency of the mixture plays a huge role in how the hei zhou turns out. A good texture often comes down to the right amount of corn flour. Asian home cooking tends to rely a lot on aggregation, which means we just guess your way through the measurements of the ingredients. So while we share our guidelines, don't worry too much about being exact. Use your instincts. And if it doesn't work out the first time, adjust and try again. And I'm sure that eventually you'll get it right.
Yeah, you see, at this stage, when you scoop, right, it will just drop off easily, right? So that means it's not enough. You need to do to a stage where it just stay there. Can put a bit more of the cornstarch. I can put another 3 spoons. One more, okay? Okay, as long as it's sticky together.
As you can see from this video, we have achieved the desired consistency where the filling mixture is sticking well together and is not runny. Now that the filling is done, let's wrap the prawn rolls. For this part, you'll need beancurd skin.
I need to wipe this piece of wrapper. I don't know what to call this, okay? Use a damp cloth, just wipe it so that it will not be salty. Okay, just put a few spoons. Here on top, then you roll it up. Press a little bit, press it, and then you roll finish. At the end, you just use some water to water. Just make sure it's close.
We will also need a bit of oil to brush your tray or plate that you're using before you place the rolls. This is to ensure that the rolls do not get stuck onto the trays.
Gentle, both sides.
Now it's finally time to steam the prawn rolls. Place the wrapped rolls into the steamer and steam for around 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay, it's cooked already. Show you. Ta-da! Look, it's so beautiful. Okay?
And then we can let them cool down fully before slicing them into bite-sized pieces. Now it's time to coat the pieces with corn flour. It's important to coat them as evenly as possible. Here's an example of how not to do it. This was Mom trying to do the coating of the hai zhou, but she didn't do it too well, so it ended up with some white patches. It'll probably still taste great, but it won't look as pretty. I'm not sure if you can see it clearly, but there were several white patches on the hai zhou. So here's Auntie Rachel taking charge of the deep frying. Watch how she gently dabs each piece, making sure that the corn flour coats every part evenly. We got Auntie Rachel to take over as she's more familiar with the deep frying process. Deep fry until golden brown and crispy. And that's it. We have Mom's legendary crispy hai zhou.
We are done. This is the deep fried hai zhou. We're gonna do a taste test.
Crunchy, ah.
Nice not?
Can you hear the sound?
You know what will make this dish even better?
Wait, ah. Ta-da! We have
Homemade belacan
okay. This will enhance the flavor of this.
with lime.
Dippy. Nice, right?
Especially with the lime.
I eat the crunchy part. Okay, very nice.
So it's a success today.
Next time I show you how to cook this, okay? Make this belacan.
You also can eat it steamed, right?
Okay, but usually people will fry. Hai zhou is meant to fry. That's all.
See you in the next episode. The chef's point of view.
Why are you putting so near to my face?
This is called a chef's point of view, right?